On March 1st, I joined the plant challenge. 1 plant and 8 months to grow it the best that I could. Participants had to provide monthly updates with the goal of having the most impressive transformation over those 8 months. Before we jump in, by the way, hi, my name is Madeline, and this is Metamorphosis. Alright, so March, through a Discord of a YouTube channel called Kill This Plant. The rules were simple. The pot had to be no greater than 5.3 inches in diameter. The plant had to be indoors. I went to a local garden center. Originally, I found a pothos, but then ended up switching to a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. We're just going to hope I'm pronouncing that right, all right? On the 1st, I placed it in the office under the grow lights. On the 5th, I checked the roots out of sheer impatience. And that's when I discovered that there were 3 cuttings in the pot. So I took the opportunity, because the roots were sizable, I took the opportunity to go up in size a little. And I put 2 of those cuttings in the pot. And the 3rd cutting, that was just a single leaf with a bit of stem, I put it in water. But that was on the 5th of March. Now, by the 20th of March, everything started looking droopy. And alert again, I decide to go move it upstairs to where I have natural light. And so that's where I put it. And that's March. All right, on to April. So now by April, of the 2 cuttings, one still had a tiny leaf that was fighting. So I was looking at the footage that I have, and I really couldn't tell when I was moving the plant upstairs to take a picture or downstairs to take a picture. All I know is that in April, the poor plant got moved up and downstairs again between the artificial light and the natural light. At the beginning of the month, the cutting of the 2 cuttings that I had put in soil, the one with the tiny leaf was still fighting, and the cutting that went in water had a root that had grown about 1.5 inches. April was just me floundering, trying to figure out what I was doing wrong when all of the other plants I had seemed to be doing well. Living the lesson that I'm gathering right now. By May now, it was clear that of the 3 cuttings, only the one that had the tiny leaf was gonna make it. And then by the June update, I had moved the plant again, but this time out to the porch. And that's really where it remained for the majority of the challenge. By the middle of June, I took the leap and cut off anything that looked like it wasn't gonna make it. So that meant leaving it down to the 1 tiny leaf. I played with fire and checked the roots again, even though the plant was showing signs of new growth. The tips were looking a little black. I think I was a little concerned about that. So in July then, I got a very nice surprise when that new growth blew up into relatively a huge leaf. And then by the middle of the month in July, also a second bigger leaf came in. And then I proceeded to drop the plant. I'm telling you, it had to survive me. That's part of the story with the plant. I dropped it right on that tiny little leaf that had fought so hard. That was the update for July. You went up, got knocked back down, but we persisted. So I left it alone. I watered it. I watched it. In August, there was some sign of growth. And by the end of August, the plant put out a new leaf, which had reverted in leaf size to be small again. Between September and October, really, there wasn't a lot of development except for the aerial roots, and I presume the roots in the soil as well must have been developing. By the 1st of October, a 4th new leaf had come in. It was still small and it didn't have any fenestrations or holes in the leaf. That was the final month of the challenge, and now it's fall now and the temperature started shifting, so the next move of this plant is here into the home office again. But instead of the shelves that these were the 2024 shelves, these are the 2025 shelves where the plant went in now. I don't have room for 2026 shelves, so that's just a future problem we're not going to think about right now. All right, so November came around. That was 8 months and quite a journey. The plant ended up with 5 leaves, and the 5th one did come with fenestrations. I was concerned about moving it again just because of all the times it'd been moved, but it's a tropical plant and it doesn't live outside in Zone 8B, USDA Zone 8B that I'm in. I brought it inside on the 19th of October, and by the November update, it was still looking good. And yeah, 8 months later, this is where we are. Rhaphidophora tetrasperma minima. A common name for it is mini monstera, but it's not a monstera, and so I don't call it that. That's irrelevant and beyond the point. Let me look here. Here. Let's see if you can see the new growth. It's gonna be hard to see. The new growth is on this leaf with the fenestrations. Can you see that there's the slightest bit of growth there? I see it. Oh, was I pointing at the wrong leaf? Do I see it? Is there new growth here? Am I tripping, yo? No. Oh, good. Fuck. That was scary to my psyche. 8 months later, this is where we are. It's definitely had a most impressive transformation. I just don't think it's gonna be winning the challenge, you know, but it's winning it's alive after 8 months. I dropped it. It started with 3 cuttings and it ended up just being 1. It's grown quite a bit and it's a beautiful plant. This is a win. So thank you, Lee. Kill this plant. I hope to participate in the next challenge. Anyway, I hope that this reminds you that growth doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Waiting, doing some growing, rinsing and repeating. Yeah, that's it. This is Madeline. Oh, my name is Madeline, and this is Metamorphosis. Okay, did I do it? I think I did it. I'm gonna upload this. We're done, Ski. I'm losing light. If I need more, I'll record it tomorrow. How fantastic. Look at it. Beautiful, okay? Anyway, what else should I record a video on? I was thinking of doing shorts. I definitely want to do video on the bonsais that I'm learning, self-taught, and alongside the Bonsai Society of Virginia Bonsai Society. I'm rambling now. I'm gonna go take care of the dogs so I can edit this video. Yeah. What if I do a video about it separately later? What if I don't drop it again? Woo! Okay, no. I'm kidding. Kidding.